Hello, my name is host Eric, host of Talking Fitness People, and I'm making this video about stress, mostly. I'm feeling stressed out right now, and I was trying to sort of figure out why. It had to do with getting a couple of checks, having some liquidity start coming back in. That started to stress me out, which is odd because you'd think being broke would stress me out more, which it certainly did stress me out in a different way, or frustrate me in a different way. But I was thinking about it. I went to get cigarettes, and it makes sense, I guess. Though it's kind of a weird phenomenon, but I'm putting a lot of thought into how things are going to progress, both with the debate business and with the talking with famous people, and I knew that a period of time of motion and action again would begin sometime around this time of year, late August, early September. I start checks in and start making shit happen again. Hopefully I won't have a down period again because I won't have to switch partners again. I like this partner. She's good. So what's the stress then? Well, I'm still in the last bit of this waiting stages, so to speak. I don't know exactly how big my squad's going to be. I know I had, people show up for the preseason meetings in Walnut and in Temple City, not Temple City, Alhambra, my new location. I went to Chino Hill. They set up I assume I had it set up anyway. I set up a private group. I won't have to give any cut of anything to anybody for that. That'll just be straight profit. That'll be good. I charge them a lot too, because it's way the fuck out in what's the place called? Eastvale? Yeah, Eastvale. It's fucking far. So, it's like going out there is basically a half day, 6 hours round trip, more or less, because you got about an hour and a half each way driving. And it's a 3-hour class. I mean, it could be less than an hour and a half. It depends when you leave, and it depends on the traffic, stuff like that. It could be closer to an hour each way. But regardless, I want to make sure it's worth my time. Anyway, I'm so stressed. I'm stressed about the debate stuff, even though I know there's nothing to be stressed about that, really. I'm stressed about the upcoming 1,000 subscriber mark, what's going to happen or not happen. I'm stressed about the channel in general, feeling a weight that has to do with authenticity. It has to do with content quality. It has to do with what the channel's going to be, how I'm going to position it such that the amount of content being generated is more like traditional amount of content that gets generated by a channel. A little bit more, like at least maybe a couple uploads a day instead of 12 or something. I don't know. It's weird. I feel almost sad. Like, sense of foreboding, maybe. Just because who knows what's gonna happen in life, or I don't even know. I'm happy to be liquid again. I'm happy to be able to roll about the world a little bit and, you know, not think about going out to eat and stuff like that. I wonder what's going to happen with the YouTube channel. I really do. I'd really like, I'm really wanting to know what happens. I have this dream now that I never had before. And it's become central to my life. You know, my whole life I always wanted to have people like my shit, basically. I really wanted people to think I was good at being an artist. And I mean, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I guess birth of my child, but this is right up there. You know, behind that, but it's shocking. And I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to let anybody down. When you live in a world of belief, after having lived in a world of some form of nihilism and or some form of frustration or self-loathing or trying to change who you are, or any solution you can think of except for the only good solution, which is do what you want, or do what you gotta do what you have to do, you know? I talked to somebody today, Marvel, I guess it was. He was telling me about the significant impact that some thoughtless response to some of his previous media had upon him. And just how powerful discouragement can be. And how powerful encouragement can be. Just a little bit. All it took for me was a little bit of encouragement. One video that people liked. That's all it took. Oh, shit. I think that people actually like this. It was again an issue of agency, right? I didn't believe, really, that there was any correlation between what I did and what happened in terms of media. I hadn't been at it long enough, seriously, to know anything about it at all. I hadn't made enough stuff. I was practicing still, or thinking about it wrong or something. What I've realized now is we each internalize some of the identity rules of some of the other types. Looking at Katie earlier, she was saying how she's always feeling guilty about shit, not getting shit done, not being productive in the way that the world has told her she's supposed to be. And then acknowledging that really she'd be perfectly happy just chilling, sitting around, playing, not having responsibilities, getting massages, painting, whatever. I wouldn't be happy with that for very long. I want to do some shit. I want to make shit happen. But that doesn't mean that she should need to do some shit and make shit happen. It means that she's meant to be, a fairly pampered woman, probably. Some people are. What's wrong with it? I find myself one who understands life through that frame, then that makes it easier for me to understand the relationship. I could, the things I can offer her, right? The concrete things that I know that she wants to be liberated in some sense from some duties. Well, if I find that kind of person, ISFP, maybe I don't know about INFP, but maybe, or ISFJ, but they're not gonna be like that. I could live with that kind of woman, the kind that needs to be liberated from responsibilities, provided I had enough resources that I could get somebody else in to deal with the responsibilities, And there's certain responsibilities she's going to have to take care of, but that kind of goes without saying, I guess. Those are important responsibilities. Anyway, we suffer at the hands of the lies that others have told us. One lie is, don't put yourself out there. Don't expose yourself to the criticism. Don't expose yourself to the lies. And don't expose yourself to the true but hurtful realities of things sometimes, right? Because some of my videos are better than others. Some of them are awful, occasionally. Usually they'll go down after a couple of thumbs down is all it takes, and I'll just say, oh, this one's bad. Well, some failures I leave up there, some failures I don't. If I think it's an instructive failure, I'll leave it up. If I think it's just a boring failure or a sloppy failure, I'll do everyone a favor and take it down. But regardless, it's not me. It's one part of me, one teeny part. And no single part has huge significance, good or bad, if you have enough parts. It's nice to know that when you get one finally, and you go, okay, this is a good one, and the data confirms it. It's nice. I've been trying, and to succeed in making a piece of media that makes other people happy, they want to watch it, and they like it, and maybe even they call me, like this woman called me the other day. See, this is a perfect example. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to call me because I might not like that or something, or it's too forward, or some other fucking stupid rule. But I hate those rules. Thank you for calling me. It was really nice. All she said was that she really liked my video, and she appreciated that it put time into making it, and she lives somewhere in the Midwest, and it was like Illinois or Indiana or something like that. That's what it said on the phone. And she took time out of her day to call me. And she took a risk because she doesn't know. She doesn't know if I'm going to be an asshole about it or something. I mean, I assume she assumes I was nice because I was nice in the video. But it's more than just I'm not going to be an asshole. It's like somebody. I don't know what to say about it really. I spent so long trying my hardest to learn how to shut up. Never understanding that that's not how to be me. It doesn't matter how much I respect the people telling me that. It doesn't matter how much I'd like to be different than I am. None of that shit matters. Because it's just not me. And there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you either. So if you want to put stuff out there, know when you go ahead and do that, that it's not going to be very good at first. It's okay. You're not giving future you any credit if you think that present you is going to be killing it. Get it right immediately. Whatever it is you're making. Videos, music, poems, books. Don't let people discourage you. Don't expect people to encourage you. If you do that, you'll be disappointed. Be prepared to brave the wilderness alone for a while. But trust yourself if you know what you want to do. If you know that you want to say something, you have something to say. If you know you want to make something, you know you want to be a writer or something. Brave the wilderness. Put shit out there to silence. Put shit out there to ambivalence. Put shit out there to dislike. Respect the fact that people give you feedback, regardless of whether it's good or bad. But don't ever let anybody tell you that you're engaging in a bad process. Because it's the process of being who you're meant to be. And if they think that's a bad process, then they can go fuck themselves. There's nothing wrong with you being who you're supposed to be. And if that includes creative endeavors, then I'd strongly advise everybody to publish and engage with other people about your creative endeavors. Take feedback seriously. Try to make them better. Understand it's a process. And know that every time you expose your failure to scrutiny, you have accomplished something great. That's when you learn. So thanks for watching Talking with Famous People. Seriously. I've got 850 plus subscribers now. Closing on 1,000 and dealing with this sort of moment of transition that's upcoming. And wondering how it's going to play out. Feeling stressed and feeling excited and feeling unsure of where to go and what to do. I do know, however, that I feel like making some solo videos right now. I'll probably make some more and put them up. Talk about specific topics. And I'm also going to go to Denny's. I'm going to see if maybe Rosie's working. It's 2:32 a.m. I really want to see her again. I don't know. The last time I went there, and she was kind of like flirty with me in a way that suggested maybe. I mean, I'm not really good at reading that kind of shit. I mean, I don't trust my instincts really, I guess. Or else I'd be more certain about it. It's hard to say. Fucking ENTP air bullshit with chicks, you know. Yeah, but I want to see Rosie. I wonder if she'll go out with me. She's sexy as hell. Anyway, I'll worry about that later. I don't want to start thinking about that. So, yeah, so that's my story about being stressed out. And I need to talk to Tiffany about getting webpage stuff. And you know, I've got some liquidity. Anyhow, TTYL, y'all, as they say in the internet shorthand.